What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we're going to be checking out the kind of final battles here for the Fossil Cup, as later today the Retro Cup will be coming along with the Open Great League to Pokemon Go Battle League. Now, shout out to this trainer, her little one, a patron of mine as well, so huge thanks for the support. We're going to be checking out her battles with Poliwrath, Walrein, and Melmetal. Alright, getting into the first battle here, we have Poliwrath on the lead versus Berserker. Somewhat of a kind of neutral matchup here. We'll have to see how they decide to play it. The opponent is going to swap out into Jellicent, so we're going to see the Poliwrath stay in. I wonder if that's because Melmetal doesn't have Thunderbolt. Let's see. They're going to go ahead and probably let this first charge move go through. It is going to be a Shadow Ball. That's unfortunate. That's a lot of neutral damage, and they in fact do not have Thunderbolt right there, but thankfully Rock Slide is still going to do some nice neutral damage. Now, Jellicent coming right away with the next charge move, so it is just going to be the Bubble Beam, but Melmetal likely not going to be able to flip this matchup, but hopefully they can get it low enough where maybe Walrein can come in and take it out with some Powder Snow Farm Down or an Icicle Spear. So they're going to go ahead and go for one more Rock Slide right here. This is definitely needed neutral damage for the sake of getting this thing low enough. And they do get a shield, actually. That's pretty huge. So Jellicent wanting to secure the mid game right there. So we'll have to see what the final Pokemon in the back is, but honestly, Jellicent's probably the hardest cover to Poliwrath in this meta. Even Pelipper is going to take neutral damage from Ice Punches, so having Jellicent on the field right now is awesome. They're going to come in with that Walrein. It was just a Bubble Beam as well. They're going to go ahead and throw another one. Walrein can soak a Shadow Ball as well, so the play right here is likely to just have two shields here for Poliwrath, and they're going to go ahead and go for the Icicle Spear now before the next Bubble Beam can come through. This can be enough resisted damage to take out the Jellicent, and we will likely see that Berserker come back in, but this is where things get very interesting. There's only one shield left, and they can go straight for the Earthquake. Oh, if this lands, it's going to be beautiful. I'll boom it if it lands. It's likely going to be shielded, but no, it lands. Boom! Nearly one-shots! And we do see a Lantern coming out in the back. So obviously, Poliwrath can do very well in this situation. They're going for the shield bait, though. But the Lantern decides to no-shield it. So they're just going to go ahead and just keep going for dynamic punches. Like we said, Jellicent is pretty much the single hardest counter to Poliwrath because of the water ghost typing. There's nothing Poliwrath can do really to do any neutral damage to it. So getting it out of the mid game was super advantageous for a shield advantage, energy advantage Poliwrath. So a dynamic punch is likely going to be able to take this one, and Berserker is extremely low as well in terms of health, and that is going to be a good game. They're going to go ahead and go for the Ice Punch to close this game out. So very nice game right there. Kind of tough mid game, but honestly they didn't need to win it. They needed that energy and shields with Poliwrath on the lead. Good game. All right, moving into game two, we got Poliwrath on the lead versus Pelipper. Okay, this is one of those situations where you do want to swap out, but coming back in with energy advantage is going to be pretty big. Now, we do see a Registeel come into the matchup here against Walrein, so that Earthquake is going to be some much needed super effective damage to force a shield here in this matchup. Will it get the shield, though? It does get the shield right away. That's actually pretty good. They could honestly let the Walrein go down right now to Zap Cannon if they want to, but let's see what they decide to do. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and let it go. Boom! Walrein goes down, and they're going to bring that Poliwrath in right away, not even waiting around. They know they need to load up on some energy right here, and they're going to be forced to shield. Obviously, they need this Poliwrath to stay alive because there's probably another Steel in the back. They're going to go ahead and well overload on energy, which is exactly what you need to do if you are playing with a Poliwrath. Mudshot energy gain with its hard-hitting charge moves is so crucial for winning these matchups, and they're going to go ahead and actually go for an Ice Punch here to just finish off the health there of Registeel. Otherwise, they'd have to give up two shields, which is obviously not ideal. So we will see them swap out right away. We do see the Pelipper swap out, and it's actually going to be Jellicent in the back. So Melmetal might just be able to take this one, as it's going to be core breaking the Jellicent and Pelipper. Now, not having access to Thunderbolt is going to put it at a little disadvantage, but only a disadvantage if they unsuccessfully shield the Shadow Ball. So it's going to be a big call right here. They're going to no-shield it, and it was the Shadow Ball. That is unfortunate, but Melmetal's still in a good position right here, as Thundershock can gain energy very quickly. So this is where we might see the first or final shield go down. No, they decided to no-shield it, and they are going to have to shield right here. because they have so much energy on Melmetal, it would go to waste not shielding this charge move, even though it is a bubble beam. So they're going to go ahead and farm down. They're looking to swap out right away into Poliwrath and go for these ice punches. Pelipper is going to be forced to throw energy here. It can by no means farm down a Poliwrath, as Ice Punch is going to do far too much damage, and they should be able to get to 3 in time. And again, Melmetal still has the Rock Slide locked and loaded in the back. So here comes the second Ice Punch. No shield again, so Pelipper desperately trying to farm down, but it is not going to be able to. As you guys can see right here, it is forced to throw energy, so this is going to be very close. And they threw the Hurricane. Boom! It goes down, and they can go ahead and farm down with Thundershock, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played. Alright, moving into game 3, we have Poliwrath versus Escavalier. You love to see this thing on the lead. Dynamic Punch is going to be applying a lot of pressure here. So we'll have to see how they decide to play it out, but obviously if they can get themselves shield advantage or just get this Escavalier out of there, that back line is looking incredibly strong here for her little one. Now we do see them swap into Walrein now, baiting the Escavalier to stay in, as it's going to want to throw its energy. Drill Run or Acid Spray, might even be a Mega Horn. Let's see what they decide to throw. It is going to be the Drill Run right there. Okay, so they're going to go ahead and go for Icicle Spear now, trying to get this thing as low as possible, even though this is going to be resisted. So they do get the second shield. That's actually huge, and we do see a swap out into Swampert, so they're going to go ahead and throw the Icicle Spear here to just chip the health, and this is actually even better. Drawing out a Swampert when there is a Melmetal lurking in the back is probably the best thing you can ask for, especially with 2 Icicle Spears. So we'll have to see what that final Pokemon is going to be. My guess is going to be another Water, Jellicent, or Pelipper most likely. And Walrein just completely takes out Swampert. Swampert didn't even throw a Hydro Cannon, and maybe they just wanted it. It's going to be a Pelipper in the back. That is even better. So they're going to go ahead and load up with these Icicle Spears and fire them away. I'm really surprised the Swampert didn't throw a Hydro Cannon just to get the Walrein out of there. But either way, the Poliwrath would have come in and loaded up on energy. So they're going to go ahead and throw this final Icicle Spear to nearly take out the Pelipper, and Walrein just completely takes out Pelipper as well. So Poliwrath is going to come in and go straight for the Dynamic Punch. Oh, it's going to be a oh man, this is going to be a close game. Oh, they still have a shield. Okay, never mind. We're good. They can safely shield right here, and they do stop the Mega Horn. So they can just go for Dynamic Punch and close this game out. So that's going to be a good battle. Very well played. So it makes sense seeing the double waters in the back. I'm surprised Escavalier really didn't stay in right against the Walrein and just keep drill running it and countering it down. That's okay. We got Pelipper now on the lead, so another bad lead matchup. We will see that Walrein be swapped in again, as the Melmetal is the much harder lockdown, and we do see an Escavalier come straight into this matchup. So we'll have to see if we can get to the Earthquake in time, and it does. This is huge shield pressure now on Escavalier for neutral damage. Will it shield? Nope. Boom! Nearly one-shots it, and Walrein can flip this matchup around if they decide to shield. They can fully Powder Snow down, as it will be doing resisted damage, but it's going to do enough, and they'll have so much energy on the backside that things are looking very interesting. Now, Ferrothorn does come in, so this is going to be one of those games where Melmetal is going to have to clean up right here, because it can do so well against Pelipper and Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn as well, respecting the Icicle Spear damage, as it will do a decent amount of neutral, as they will be able to get to a second one now. So maybe they can get to a third in time, but this Ferrothorn is loading up on energy, and they do get to a third one in time. This is pretty huge now in terms of neutral damage applied to the Ferrothorn. So they're going to go ahead and come in with Poliwrath, and they might actually just let this all go. Again, we said Melmetal is the win con here, so they're going to let the, oh, that does so much damage. They're going to let it go through and desperately try to get to this Ice Punch in time, forcing a shield here from Ferrothorn. And then we will see that swap out. They do get the shield, but Poliwrath goes down. And my goodness, the Pelipper is going to come in and get instant deleted with a Rock Slide. And that is going to be a good game, very well played, as Ferrothorn does not have enough energy to basically one-shot a Melmetal, right? Thunder, even though it does have it, won't one-shot it. So they're going to go ahead and let the Weather Ball go through and fully farm down to get that superpower off here versus Ferrothorn to close the game out. Ferrothorn, though, still fighting the good fight. Going to be throwing off one charge move. as it will just be a power whip, but they do have a superpower ready, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played. So Walrein right there, landing the Earthquake in the mid game was critical for the victory here in game 4. All right, moving into game 5, last battle of the video. We got Poliwrath versus Berserker on the lead again. Let's see how they decide to play it. They're going to go ahead and stay in this time. Shadow Claw honestly needs to be respected, because it can just do so much neutral damage in these matchups, and they can still just go for foul plays for chip damage. Now, they do force a shield, and they're going to go ahead and swap out into Walrein, which is very interesting because Berserker now has an opportunity to throw back-to-back close combat. So they're going to go ahead and let it go through. It was a close combat. Boom! Nearly one-shots, but they swap out into Swampert now to catch the energy here, but Walrein might just be able to hang on and throw off one more Icicle Spear, and drawing, oh, not able to get to it in time. Drawing out the Swampert as well gives Melmetal a huge win condition in the endgame. Again, her little one saving shields for Poliwrath, as we do see the first charge move from Swampert come through, and they're going to go ahead and respect the Hydro Cannon and shield it as they get to the Ice Punch. Now, is this going to do enough damage to take out the Swampert? You really don't want it to. They forced a shield. Okay, I was not expecting that right there. We will see another Hydro Cannon come through, so clearly they want this Poliwrath out of there. Maybe they are extremely weak in the back to it, but we will just have to see, as they are going to try to overload on energy and go for one more Ice Punch. Now, Berserker is near another close combat, which is going to be incredibly dangerous right here, as they will be swapping out into Melmetal to catch the charge move. If this is close combat, it's over. No, it's just going to be a foul play. So the Berserker wanted to go for a foul play there against Poliwrath to do resisted damage and farm down with Shadow Claw, but it ended up backfiring as they caught it here on the Melmetal. Superpower takes out the Berserker, and we do see a Credilli come in, so this is even more dangerous, because if Credilli plays this correctly, it could get back-to-back charge moves here against Melmetal and Poliwrath, but Superpower is going to put a hurt down as they do get to a second one in time. This is going to be incredibly close. Poliwrath as well is somewhat near a charge move. I think it's pretty close. Oh my goodness, this is going to be so close. We'll have to see how much energy Credilli has as the Grass Knot takes out the Melmetal, but here comes the race. Ice Punch versus... oh, I think they got to it in time with a CMP tie right there. YouTube chat is just going to have my... ugh all over it, I can bet, with timestamps. Oh man, what fun battles right there. So able to go 5-0 in her last sets here with Poliwrath, Walrein, and Melmetal. Pretty strong team if you guys are wanting to close out today in the Retro Cup. Be sure to get, not the Retro Cup, the Fossil Cup, I should say, before the Retro Cup comes. So shout out to her little one. Thank you for sharing these battles with us. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And again, if you guys are preparing for the Retro Cup coming out later today, I do have a meta guide and a team build guide as well available on the channel. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.